an exploit that is on Kubernetes, that you can basically mount a subfolder from a folder downwards. Okay, so just to explain how that works, is like on Docker, if I mount a folder called folder, and then I have those subfolders here, okay, in theory, I should be able to only mount subfolders upwards, okay? But this bug, Kubernetes, does not check if I do something like this, ln minus ln minus s slash etc blah. Okay, so blah is going to point to slash etc. All right. So that's basically the problem. So I have created an exploit that will do that for me. This is like pod 1 and pod 2. Like, you need to create the first pod to create the volume, and then a second pod to create the subvolume, the subfolder that will access the main folder that will create the link. So I have a check here. Yeah, let's check all the ways we can exploit it. There's 5 ways to gain root to the worker node. So I have created an exploit to make my life easier, to make this video quicker. And yeah, so this is my attacking host. Okay, so I'm running this pod inside this Kubernetes cluster. Okay, there's just one node. So this node is vulnerable to 5 kind of attacks. So adding the keys to SSH, root.ssh, adding a user to etc passwd, because this is read write, this is also read write, this is read write, and this is read write. Okay, so the reason why I created 5 attacks is because when I was testing this, some of the clusters, they were like at some points, like some of them slash root, it was read only, or slash etc was read only, and but some of them, like var, was read write, or slash tmp was read write. Okay, and some of them, all of them, this failed. Attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, it failed. The only thing that worked was the accessing directly the docker.sock, so you can run a unprivileged container and do whatever you want. So let's check how this check out. So I have a few modes here, like RO. It's just to browse around the file system. Basically, you can create files. It's not just read only. You can create files. For instance, this is where I mounted the root folder from this worker node. So as you can see, this is this match. If I touch blah here, and then now I come here, blah, whoops, blah, it's there. So just make sure the date I just created this file. All right. So now I have 5 kind of attacks that I can do. I can just pick one of the list. I'm gonna show you guys all of them. So let's try attack 1 first. So this one is going to inject my keys, my SSH keys, to slash root slash dot SSH, so I can just SSH to the host as long as it's permitted. You know, usually some sysadmins, they will disable password authentication, but I'm not doing that. I'm just doing SSH with a key. So there you go. As you can see, I am in ID root, and I am on this this host. So if I go here, cd slash, there you go. So now let's try The second attack. The second attack is, whoops, show you guys. The second attack is adding a user to etc passwd. Okay, so let me show you etc passwd. As you can see, there is the last user is ntp. I can even do like a tail here, tail minus f, so you see if there's any change. You can see when my script will inject the username into passwd, and also I have to change the permissions on etc sudoer, so I can do a sudo and become root. So let's see what happens. So yeah, again, here I'm just installing some dependencies that I need, generating keys, and there you go. As you can see, I have added the user hacker here, and also, oops, where's, see, my user is there, okay, and I am in, but I am user hacker, okay, host name, just make sure I am on the host. See, I'm here, but I am user hacker, so I can do just that because my user is here on sudoers. Okay, so now I'm root. All right. Now let's try attack number 3. And attack number 3 is adding a cron into cron tab, etc cron tab. Okay, so let's check that etc cron tab. There's nothing there. Again, let's just do a tail here and see what happens. So this attack here will add a cron job to etc cron tab, which will install netcat, and it will connect back to my pod using like a reverse shell using netcat. Okay, so here is just installing again some dependencies. As you can see now, is listening on port 666. Here it added those two crons, which first will install the netcat, and the second will connect on my pod IP address, okay, on port 666, and this is the port that I'm waiting. All right, and this, as you can see, runs every minute. So basically we just have to wait now until this runs. This should happen now at any time. Basically, we just have to wait. So this guy here, oh, there you go, and it's connected. So now I am in host name /ls -la. There's my blah, and as you can see, I am in. Right, so now let's just delete this so we don't get confused. And now let's try attack number 4. Okay, which is the same, but this time if etc is read-only and you can't add a cron tab there, maybe /var is read-write. So now, as you can see, I just added the cron tab here, and again it's the same thing, install a netcat and do the connection, and as you can see it's already connected. So there you go, I'm root here / oops, there's my blah there, post name, as you can see I am on it. Right, so let's clean up again. Now the last attack is if everything else failed, we still have one last attack, which is accessing the Docker sockets. And if you access the Docker sockets, you can, well, basically do anything you want. And because the Docker socket lives on var run, I can just access that because I have I can read this folder. So here I'm installing the Docker client in order to access this socket. It's almost there. We're almost there. All right. So now this is how you access the Docker socket. So here I'm just doing ls. Okay. And as you can see, blah, it's there. Okay, I can do whatever I want. I can do touch kmp host docker and there, docker last name is relay root docker. And that's it, guys. That's what I have for you guys today. And yeah, keep posted. I'll keep adding more content. Thanks for watching.